Good morning there, everybody. This is Robert from Craps for Life. Give a shout out to all my friends there at Craps Nation, all my subscribers. I'm going to do a little video this morning on little tips and tricks, things that you can do to take yourself to the next level. This is primarily going to be for you new guys out there. A lot of you old timers like me pretty much know all this stuff. First little tip that I want to give you, especially you new guys and gals, I'm sorry, there's a lot of good women shooters out there too. When you go to set up your practice table, do your research on the types of tables that you're really going to be playing on. There's tables that are like this, hard as a rock. And then there's tables that are like this, that are semi-bouncy. Majority of the tables that I play at are semi-bouncy. And that's why I built this little practice rig to accommodate the actual tables that I'm going to be playing on. Now there's some guys out there that have split their tables. They have half of it is really hard and the other half are bouncy. That's wonderful if that's what you're going to do. You need to have something to work with. You need a little throwing station set up somewhere in your house with a little throw station on some card tables, or you need to build you a little practice station like I have here. Or if you can afford it, go buy a new table or go buy a used table and learn. That's the first tip that I have for y'all. The second tip is the dice that you use. I practice with casino dice that come from a casino. When I go to the casinos, all the gift shops have dice, and depending on where you go, where you play at, go in the gift shop, spend a few bucks, buy you some actual casino dice, because you can go on Amazon or eBay or wherever and buy dice, and they may not be the exact same thing as what you're going to be practicing with or throwing in a casino that you've been practicing with for weeks and weeks and weeks. And they really do make a difference. This set of dice right here come from Vegas. This set of dice come from the Gulf Coast. I don't go to Vegas very often. I go to the Gulf Coast all the time. These dice are bigger than these dice. They weigh more than these dice. So if you sit and practice for hours and hours and days and weeks at these dice right here, and you go to your actual casino and you grab these dice, you're going to say, wow, these dice are smaller and they're lighter. So practice with what you're actually going to be using at your casinos that you're going to be playing at. Another little tip that I have for y'all is when you're practicing, a lot of people have trouble with their grip. And there are tons of different grips out there to use. But one of the main things that I have found that I had a problem with, and it's taken me several years to get over it, is picking up your dice. Now I use a 3-finger grip, and keeping these dice together right here. If I'm on a real soft table like this and I go to pick them up, That's what happens. They split open. And over the years, I've learned to compensate for that. I can pick them up now and they'll stay together. But if you guys, you new people out there that are just learning this, take a little piece of wood and just lay it on your table. Pick your dice up and look at them every time. Make sure that they're staying together. Because if they're split open like that, even the tiniest bit, and you go to throw them, they're going to fly apart. They're not going to stay together going down the table like this, like they need to be. Let's see, another little thing that I would suggest that you do is I'm a member of the Craps Nation. I think we've got 84, 85 members now. You can find us on Skype. The majority of all of our players have YouTube videos on YouTube. Start watching some of their videos, learn different strategies, watch how they throw the dice, how they shoot. But one of the main ones that I wanted to tell you about is King Dice. And he teaches dice control, how to grip the dice, how to hold the dice in your hand, what to do, release. He's really fantastic on taking his time and explaining things to all the new guys out there and girls. Oh man, that coffee's good. One of the things that I have learned, and I learned it on my own. Everybody talks about the landing zone. So what is your landing zone? Well, your landing zone is where your dice end up actually hitting the table down here. And as you can see on my little table, I have some tape put on there. That's my landing zone. And everybody's landing zone is different. I would strongly suggest that you work on getting your dice to hit as close to your landing zone every single time as you can. It doesn't do any good if you have a perfect grip, a perfect toss. If those dice hit here one time and they hit here the second time, you're going to have a completely different outcome. And a lot of the YouTube videos that you're going to watch, they emphasize landing zones, but I just wanted to make sure that I said it because it is very important. Another thing, a little tip for you guys out there, especially just new guys starting out. A lot of people get confused about your points and what you get paid, and what I do is what I've done is I've made myself some cheat sheets. What your payouts are going to be for your 6 and your 8, your 5 and your 9, and your 4 and 10. And it doesn't take, it took me about 20 minutes to make these. Make you some cheat sheets so you'll know, say, all right, I want to do I'm going to have a $30 6 out there. I'm going to bet a $30 6. Well, what is that? You hit that 6, what is the dealer going to pay you? And you can look on this little cheat sheet right here. $30 is going to get you 35. You got $54 out there, it's going to get you 63. It's all mathematics and it's really easy to do. But I would strongly suggest to learn your payouts, make you some cheat sheets, and then practice it. And another thing that you really need to remember as you embark on this dice control journey that you're wanting to get into It's not a sprint, folks. It's a marathon. I've been playing dice. I've been shooting dice for 15 years now, and only after the last couple of years that I've really been trying to get serious about keeping my dice together and proper grip and everything, that I've started to notice a difference to where, you know, these dice right here, it's fact that after every 6 rolls, a 7's going to come up. I mean, that's the probability, the odds of it. And if you can change those odds, you got a chance of making some good money doing this. But you have to have everything right. And it all takes practice. If you're not willing to sit down or to stay with this and practice a half hour every day, not every other day or every 4 or 5 days, you know, I'll get a wild hair, I'm going to go out and throw some dice for a few minutes. If you really want to get good at this game, you have to practice every day. It's just like anything else that you do. You want to learn how to play guitar, or you want to learn how to play the piano, you're just not going to pick those instruments up and play them unless you're a prodigy. And I've really never seen a prodigy in the game of craps. Every single person that I've seen that does well playing the game of craps has got hours and hours or years of practice in. So that's one of the main things. Keep that in the back of your mind. You have to be dedicated to this. And if you're not, you just want to go to the casino and have a good time, then don't worry about all this that I'm telling you about. Just go and you know, everybody gets lucky. You know, you might go, and I said that for a lot of years. It cost me thousands of dollars. And now that I'm getting better at controlling the dice and making them do what I want them to do, those odds are turning around. Slowly, but they are turning around. So anyway, I'm going to quit rambling here. This is Robert, Craps for Life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to, you know, try to help out some of you new players out there with a few little tips and stuff. But if you guys like this, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll probably be doing another video here on my 3333 Easy crap strategy. Try to get it out the next day or two. But anyway, this is Robert. We're out.